Hi, this is Trepacer. As promised in my vlog this morning, I went to see Central Intelligence, and I want to talk about the experience actually later, a little bit later in this video. But on to the review. Of course, Central Intelligence starring Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. Basically, the premise, if you've seen the trailer, you know what the premise is. Kevin Hart plays Calvin Joyner. He's an accountant now. He's a big star in high school. He's voted most to do it, succeed, and he married his high school sweetheart, and he had he was projected to basically be successful because he was successful in everything he did in high school, and of course Dwayne Johnson plays Bob Stone. I think his name is he reinvented himself, but his real name I think was Bob. I forgot. It's Leonard Dick or something. I forgot, but it's something with Dick in the last name. Okay, and as you see in the trailer, he was an outcast and he was basically made fun of. And the only person that was nice to him in high school was Calvin Joyner, Kevin Hart's character. Okay, and you flash forward so many years later, and basically, there's a high school, the 20-year anniversary of the high school reunion, and Kevin Hart's character is really not feeling it, and he really feels like he didn't really accomplish anything, and that he was destined to do better things, but he's just an accountant, and he kind of feels depressed about it, even though his wife tries to cheer him up and everything else. And then of course into his life comes Bob Stone, Dwayne Rock Johnson, and as you can see in the trailer, they 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 basically get put into an adventure. Of course, you find out that Bob Stone is actually working for the CIA, and that's all I'm going to say about it without trying to spoil too much about it. But let me just say, this movie really surprised me. I knew it was going to be funny, and it was funny, and it had some action in it, but it really was a lot deeper than that. It was really basically about about high school and their experience, and about bullying and stuff, and reinventing yourself. And it was a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be, and it was really quite touching actually in certain spots of it. And of course, it was funny. And basically, Kevin Hart plays basically the straight man in this. Dwayne Johnson, he plays the guy that reinvented himself, and he's a total badass now. But he also has still has his insecurities and stuff, and it's really a good. They make a good duo together. Kevin Hart and Dwayne Johnson. And I say this movie really surprised me in that it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It actually had a heart to it, and really it had a little deeper meaning, and it had feeling in it, which I didn't expect this movie. I thought this was going to be another silly, comedy, action comedy, but it actually had a little message to it, and it really did uh, make me laugh, and it made me, it made me feel empathy for both Kevin Hart's character and Dwayne Johnson's character, because they're so part, and the Rock actually got to act in this movie. Okay, and it really surprised me. He was really, really good in this. So this movie really surprised me, and it really is like deeper than just a regular action comedy to me. Okay, it had a lot of heart to it and stuff, and I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10, which is kind of high for me, especially for comedies. But it really touched me. It was funny and it had action in it, and of course, but it really had a nice message about bullying and stuff too as well, which really surprised me, and it really was quite deeper than I expected it to be. Okay, so definitely give it an 8 out of 10. Definitely recommend it. Definitely go see it. I know what's called probably going to make all the money. The Disney movie that Finding Dory is probably going to make all the money this weekend, but you should definitely check out Central Intelligence. It's really, really good film, and it's better than the average standard comedy that people probably were just expecting it to be. Action comedy. It was really quite deep. And now, an 8 out of 10 for me. What I wanted to talk about is the experience. I went to see it at the Regal Theater on 42nd Street, and I think the theater is called 4K. And the experience to me was really quite an experience, because I know in normal and AMC has AMC Prime theaters, and that's when the seats you can scroll back and stuff, and you can feel it from the back. You can feel the speakers. They have speakers in the back of the chair, so you can feel the experience of that. But this one, you actually got to it's more interaction. The only thing I think it reminded me of when I went to was it Disney World? No, Universal Studios in Florida years ago when my niece graduated. And you know, you go to the Terminator ride, and you know how that's kind of interactive. For those who've been on that Terminator ride, you know how it's interactive. You actually sit in the seats and you feel the fog and all that stuff. It was a similar experience all throughout the movie. Whenever there was any car driving or stuff on the chairs rocked. You felt the vibrations. Anytime you were shooting bullets, you felt things coming from behind your head. And it was a really good experience. The seats would rise up and lower down. It was really a great experience. I got to go see more movies in that 4K theater. Sure, it's a little bit more expensive, but it was just a great experience seeing Central Intelligence in that theater, because, like I said, anytime there was a car chase, you know, your chair moved like you were riding the car, or anytime it was like gunfire and stuff, the chairs would rock, and then you would feel like bullets flying in the back of your head. It was just a really great interactive experience. I think it was called 4K in Regal Theaters. It was really quite good. I really enjoyed it a lot. It really it made me value the experience, just seeing it in that 4K theater in Regal Theaters. Just really, I'd definitely recommend it. If anybody get a chance to, I think this is something new that Regal is launching. Anybody that can see a movie in 4K, see it. 4K theater experience, where you literally feel the water on your face. The chairs rocks. You shake with the vibrations and the bullets and everything else. I can only imagine seeing a Transformer movie in that. The chairs must go crazy in there. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Again, 8 out of 10 for Central Intelligence. Definitely see it. And I guess the theater experience of seeing it in that 4K theater just really made me, it just really enhanced the experience. Anyway, that's it for now. Again, 8 out of 10 for me. Definitely go see Central Intelligence. I highly recommend it. It really surprised me because it had heart to it, and it really got to me right there. So, and The Rock really surprised me with his acting in this too, as well. So definitely go see it. I recommend it. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen Central Intelligence, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. And this is Trepacer saying so long and take care.